Yes, we have a problem here in that the fellow who resides in this building behind us is a puppet. The fellow who resides in Ottawa is a puppet. They don't give a darn about you or I. They only care about the people who put them in power, the people who pay them. On top of us, we pay them too. They're our servants, believe it or not. But they don't act like it, particularly here in British Columbia. This particular fellow is doing everything he possibly can to get rid of everything that BC has built up over the last 60 to 70 years. Every social network that has been carefully built from the days of W.A.C. Bennett on has been dismantled in the last, 9 years? It's pathetic. And what's it being done for? The bottom line for his buddies in the big corporations. Run of the river. Where do we go? Anywhere you want. Any particular aspect of public life you want to go to, he's got his little finger in it, he's wrecking it. Are we going to stand for it? No! So what are we going to do? Let's take, for example, the HST. All right, I've been thinking a lot about the HST. Bill Van der Zam's got this referendum thing going. He's got to get 10% of every riding right the way across the province. I hope he makes it. He claims if he does, he's going to force Mr. Puppet in there to come back from Hawaii, where he's probably drinking Mai Tais right now, and rescind it. I'm not sure that will work, because there were some people up in the Lillooet area who said no to the Ashlew Dam. And what happened? He comes along with this Bill C-30 or Bill 30, whatever it was, back in 2005, which basically said that it doesn't matter what the people in the area say, because if he decides that it's best for the province, he can override them. So I'm a little nervous about this concept of, even if there are 90% of the people in this province say, no, we don't want HST, does he really care? So what can he do? He can come up with another little bill which says, I don't have to pay attention to you. So now where do we turn? So I read a book a little while ago called Rules for Radicals. Anybody ever read that book? No? Oh, good. The idea that Saul Alinsky came up with was that you find out what's really causing whatever is happening to happen, and you fight it. Okay, the HST is supposed to come in the 1st of July. And it's designed basically to overtax and extra tax just about everything of value in your life, including the things that you really need, like food. Particularly affected will be things like cars, new houses, TVs, washing machines, anything like that that's high value. So my suggestion is this: don't buy them if they can't be delivered before the 1st of July.
Yeah.
If they can't be delivered before the 1st of July, don't buy them, because the HST will come into effect as of that day. If you really have to buy a new house, and used houses are exempt from the tax anyway, if you really have to buy a new car, if you really have to have a new gizmo to make your life more pleasant, buy it before the 1st of July, and then all you pay is the local tax and GST. But if all major purchases are stopped after the 1st of July, what are we doing? Are we cutting off their money supply? And what is it that gets to these people? Money, 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 money. Always follow the money, and you'll find out what they're all about. So that's my recommendation. Don't buy anything major after the 1st of July. Now this is going to have some effect, inevitably. The first effect is going to be that manufacturers, sellers, people who make their money off selling stuff to you are going to say, whoa, what happened here? I'm going to have to lay Joe Blow off, I'm going to have to do this, I'm going to have to do that. But before they do that, they're going to come to their politicians and say, what are you doing here? My business is down 90%. The car dealers here who are selling illegally equipped cars, in case you didn't know it, they're going to be complaining like crazy because they're going to get no new cars on the road. The pressure will start to mount in a direction which they don't anticipate. Not from you and I, but from the people who are backing them, because they won't be making the money. This is what, in essence, Saul Alinsky started to do way back in the 1920s in the States, and he was very successful. If you haven't read the book, Rules for Radicals, I recommend you get it and read it. It's fascinating what you can find in there, because it's totally peaceful. We're not doing anything wrong at all by not buying any major products after the 1st of July. Nothing. How can we be accused of letting down the province or the country by not buying anything that we don't need anymore? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, there's lots of videos around. I hope you all got that, because I think it's really important to get that out to everybody. You don't have to do it, but it's a way to make it, if it gets to that point where this thing comes in, which I'm still hoping it won't, this is a way to make it be re-examined, and re-examined quickly. And I think that's really all I'm going to say tonight, because it's getting really cool. I'm sure there are other speakers here, and I really do appreciate the ones of you who've come out. Thank you very much. And I will hand it back now to Josh.